Today we're ranking the top 10 West Indies fielders of all time. Who will top my list? Let's find out. At number 10, we have Carl Hooper. Carl Hooper was elegance personified, whether with the bat, ball, or in the field. While often remembered for his fluid batting and crafty offspin, Hooper was one of the most dependable and stylish fielders in the West Indies. His natural athleticism and anticipation made him a standout, particularly in the slip cordon, where he took some of the most spectacular catches seen in West Indies cricket. Hooper had a knack for taking sharp, low catches at slip, making the most of his quick reflexes and soft hands. His ability to read the batsman's movement allowed him to position himself perfectly for edges off both pace and spin bowlers. He was a trusted ally for legends like Courtney Walsh, Curly Ambrose, and Ian Bishop, often making difficult catches look effortless. His 115 test catches and 120 ODI grabs put him among the top fielders in West Indies history, a testament to his consistency and safe hands. One of Hooper's most memorable fielding moments came in a test match against Australia, where he took a stunning one-handed catch at slip off Curly Ambrose to dismiss Steve Waugh, one of the many instances where his brilliance turned the table in the favor of the West Indies. Aside from the slips, Hooper was also highly effective in the gully and at cover, where his smooth movement and bullet throws made him a vital asset in restricting opposition runs. His cricketing intelligence allowed him to anticipate shots, often being in the right place at the right time. Carl Hooper's blend of grace, awareness, and reliability in the field ensures his place amongst the greatest West Indies fielders of all time. Whether stationed in the slips, waiting for an edge, or prowling the infield, he was a fielder who could change a game with his sheer presence and skill. Coming in at number 9 is the GOAT, Sir Vivian Richards. Sir Vivian Richards was more than just one of the most destructive batsmen in cricket history. He was an exceptional fielder who brought flair, aggression, and energy to the game. Whether standing in the slips, prowling the covers, or attacking from mid-wicket, Richards' presence on the field was electric. His sharp reflexes, quick hands, and incredible anticipation made him one of the finest fielders of his generation. Richards was particularly dangerous in the covers, where his athleticism and bullet-like throws put immense pressure on batsmen. His ability to cut off singles and convert half chances into runouts made him a nightmare for opposing teams. Unlike many slip fielders who were primarily stationed in the slips, Richards took to the position with his natural skill, claiming 122 catches in Test cricket, many of them sensational grabs off the West Indian pace attack. One of his most iconic fielding moments came during the 1975 Cricket World Cup final against Australia. Richards executed 3 stunning runouts, showcasing his sharp reflexes, powerful arm, and instinctive game awareness. These runouts played a crucial role in dismantling Australia's chase and securing West Indies' first ever World Cup triumph. Richards' fielding was an extension of his personality, bold, confident, and intimidating. His body language alone was enough to unsettle batsmen, and his commitment in the field inspired his teammates to raise their intensity. His legacy in the West Indies cricket is not just about the runs he scored, but also the energy and fearlessness he brought to every aspect of the game. Now, before we move on to number 8, let's bring you guys a quick quiz question for tonight. The first quiz question is, which West Indies batsman scored the fastest century in Test cricket? Let us know the answer into the comments, and we'll drop the answer shortly. Coming in at number 8 is the modern T20 star, Andre Russell. Andre Russell is one of the most explosive all-rounders in modern-day cricket, and his brilliance extends far beyond his power hitting and fast bowling. He's also one of the most electrifying fielders in West Indies history. Whether he's stationed on the boundary or inside the circle, Russell's sheer athleticism, speed, and strong throwing arm make him an invaluable asset on the field. Russell's fielding is built on his exceptional fitness, agility, and natural reflexes. He possesses a powerful throwing arm capable of launching direct hits from the boundary, and his ability to cover ground quickly makes him one of the best boundary riders in modern cricket. His high leaping ability allows him to pluck balls out of thin air, turning potential sixes into breathtaking catches. One of Russell's most memorable fielding moments came in the Caribbean Premier League, where he pulled off a stunning one-handed catch on the boundary, defying gravity and demonstrating his extraordinary athleticism. Unlike traditional slip or cover fielders, Russell thrives in high-intensity situations where fielding can change the momentum of the match. Andre Russell embodies the modern era of fielding, powerful, acrobatic, and fearless. His ability to turn games with a single catch or a direct hit makes him one of the most exciting fielders ever to represent the West Indies, whether in franchise cricket or for his national team. Russell continues to set the standard for fielding brilliance in the shorter formats of the game. Coming in at number 7 is another West Indian modern great. His name, Dwyane Bravo. Dwyane Bravo was a true entertainer on the cricket field, and his dynamic presence extended beyond his all-round abilities with bat and ball. He was also one of the most electrifying fielders in West Indies history. Bravo had a natural flair for fielding, combining quick reflexes, a sharp cricketing brain, and an unmatched energy that made him a game changer in the field. Bravo's athleticism allowed him to be stationed in various key fielding positions, whether at point, cover, or patrolling the deep boundary in T20 cricket. His quick movements and anticipation made him one of the best fielders in world cricket, often pulling off stunning diving stops to prevent runs. Meanwhile, his boundary fielding skills saw him take incredible catches while running at full speed or leaping over the rope to deny batsmen crucial sixes. One of Bravo's most iconic fielding moments came in the 2012 ICC T20 World Cup, where he took a gravity-defying one-handed catch near the boundary, helping West Indies secure a crucial win. What set Bravo apart was his ability to combine style with substance. His celebration after taking catches became a signature move, adding to the entertainment factor. However, behind the flair was a relentless work ethic that made him a dependable fielder for over a decade. Bravo's quick hands also made him a lethal presence in the slip cordon or inside the 30-yard circle, where his fast reflexes allowed him to grab sharp chances off both pace and spin bowlers. His ability to inflict direct hits, runouts with pinpoint accuracy made him a complete fielder capable of turning matches in an instant. Bravo's fielding skills made him a crucial asset to every team he played for. His legacy as one of West Indies' finest fielders will forever be remembered, not just for his skills, but for the joy and energy he brought to the game. Coming in at number 6 is the West Indian skipper, Clive Lloyd. Clive Lloyd was not just a legendary batsman and captain, he was also one of the most underrated yet highly effective fielders in West Indies history. Standing at 6'4", Lloyd possessed a rare combination of agility, safe hands, and an imposing presence that made him a dominant figure in the field. Despite his tall frame, he moved with remarkable speed and was a key component of West Indies' fielding revolution in the 1970s and 80s. Lloyd's natural athleticism allowed him to excel at cover and mid-wicket, where his long reach and quick reflexes made it extremely difficult for batsmen to pierce the infield. His ability to anticipate shots and his fast lateral movement helped cut off boundaries and create run-out opportunities. Lloyd's powerful, accurate throws from the outfield further added to his reputation as a fielding asset. One of Lloyd's most memorable fielding moments came in the 1975 Cricket World Cup final, where he took a stunning running catch off a mistimed shot from Australia's Ian Chappell. That moment was a turning point in the game and showcased his ability to change matches with his fielding. Lloyd's contribution in the field wasn't just about athleticism. His leadership ensured that the West Indies became one of the best fielding teams of their time. Apart from patrolling the infield, Lloyd was also a safe slip fielder, often taking sharp catches off the great fast bowlers of his time, including Michael Holding, Andy Roberts, and Joel Garner. His large hands and excellent reflexes made him a reliable catcher, ensuring that any edge off the West Indies' deadly pace attack had little chance of escaping. Clive Lloyd's impact on West Indies cricket extended beyond his captaincy and his batting prowess. The skipper, Clive Lloyd, lands at number 6 for us. Now, before we move on to number 5, I want to bring you guys the answer to that first quiz question we brought you guys. The quiz question was, which West Indies batsman scored the fastest century in Test cricket? The answer was Sir Vivian Richards, who scored a century on 56 balls versus England in 1986. Coming in at number 5 is another modern great from the West Indies, Kieron Pollard. Kieron Pollard was more than just a powerful batsman and a handy bowler. He was an elite fielder whose presence on the boundary line was a game changer for the West Indies. Standing at 6'5", Pollard had a rare mix of agility, anticipation, and an incredible reach that allowed him to take stunning catches and save crucial runs. His athleticism and game awareness made him one of the best outfielders in modern cricket. Pollard was particularly known for his gravity-defying catches on the boundary, his ability to leap high, pluck balls out of thin air, and even flick them back before stepping over the rope became a signature move in T20 cricket. One of his most famous fielding moments came in an IPL match when he took an unbelievable one-handed catch at full stretch, showcasing his raw athleticism and exceptional reflexes. Beyond his catching ability, Pollard was also a master at cutting off boundaries. His quick movement, strong throwing arm, and ability to cover ground efficiently made him an outstanding boundary rider. Pollard's sharp cricketing mind also made him a strategic fielder, often directing his teammates and adjusting positions to anticipate the batsman's next move. His leadership skills, both as a fielder and later as West Indies limited overs captain, helped shape the team's defensive strategies. Kieron Pollard's fielding wasn't just about athleticism, it was about game awareness, intelligence, and an ability ability to turn matches with his fielding alone. Pollard set the gold standard for modern-day outfielders. Kieron Pollard comes in at number 5 for us. Let's bring you the second quiz question of the evening. The second quiz question is, who has the best bowling average among West Indies fast bowlers, minimum 200 wickets? Drop your answers into the comments and let's see if you guys get this one correct. Coming in at number 4 is the greatest all-rounder in West Indies cricket history. I'm sure you guys got this. Sir Garfield Sobers. Sir Garfield Sobers is best known as the greatest all-rounder in cricket history, as I mentioned, but his exceptional fielding ability was just as crucial to his legendary status. Whether positioned at slip, prowling the covers, or patrolling the boundary, Sobers had an innate ability to read the game, react quickly, and execute catches that left spectators in awe. With 109 test catches, he was amongst the safest pairs of hands in West Indies cricket. One of Sobers' greatest strengths as a fielder was his remarkable reflexes and anticipation when stationed in the slip cordon. His ability to judge the ball nearly and his soft hands made him one of the most reliable slip fielders of his era. Unlike many players who specialize in one area of fielding, Sobers could adapt seamlessly to different positions, excelling in the covers and mid-wicket as well, where his speed and agility helped him cut off runs and effect direct hit runouts. One of Sobers' most iconic fielding moments came against England, where he took a stunning one-handed catch in the slips, diving full length to dismiss a set batsman. His sheer athleticism and sharp reaction made him a standout in an era where fielding was not given the same emphasis as it is today. Sir Garfield Sobers wasn't just a phenomenal batsman and bowler, he was a fielding genius who brought energy, sharp reflexes, and anticipation to every match. His presence in the field alone added pressure on opponents, proving why he is one of the greatest fielders in West Indies cricket history. So Sir Garfield Sobers, the greatest of all time. Coming in at number 3 is Fabian Allen, one of the most underrated fielders in West Indies cricket history, in my opinion. Fabian Allen is one of the most electrifying fielders in modern West Indies cricket, bringing a combination of raw athleticism, sharp reflexes, and incredible agility to the game. While primarily known for his explosive low-order batting and handy left-arm spin, Allen's fielding ability has made him a game-changer in limited overs cricket. Allen's main strength lies in his outfielding, where his exceptional speed and quick reactions allow him to cover a vast amount of ground. He is particularly famous for his ability to take spectacular diving catches and execute jaw-dropping saves at the boundary. His fast movement across the field and his acrobatics make him a crucial asset in any T20 or ODI match, helping save crucial runs that can make a difference between winning and losing. One of Allen's most iconic fielding moments came in a T20 International when he took a one-handed diving catch near the boundary, leaving fans and commentators in awe. His sharp reflexes and ability to leap high have made him one of the best boundary riders in modern cricket, often turning sixes into wickets. Beyond his ability to take spectacular catches, Allen possesses a rocket arm, making him one of the best outfield throwers in the West Indies team. Despite not seeing as many opportunities as other West Indies cricketers, Allen has already made a name for himself as one of the most exciting fielders in the game. His ability to turn games not just with the bat and ball, but with the fielding alone, make him one of the best West Indies modern fielders. Fabian Allen comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is the pocket dynamo and fielding maestro, Gus Logie. Gus Logie may not have been the most famous name in West Indies team filled with all-time greats, but when it came to fielding, he was one of the very best the Caribbean has ever produced. Standing at just 5'5", Logie defied the size with his lightning-fast reactions, incredible agility, and a fearless approach to fielding. Whether at cover point or mid-wicket, Logie's presence was enough to create panic among opposition batsmen. One of Logie's greatest strengths was his ability to anticipate the ball early, which allowed him to take seemingly impossible catches and effect direct hit runouts. Logie was also one of the fastest movers in the field, diving full stretch to save boundaries and displaying stunning reflexes to take sharp catches at close range. A standout moment of Logie's brilliance came in an ODI against Pakistan, where he took 2 unbelievable diving catches that left the commentators speechless. His commitment, reflexes, and athleticism set new standards for West Indies fielding, inspiring a generation of players to take fielding as seriously as batting and bowling. Even after his playing career, Logie continued to shape West Indies cricket, serving as a coach and helping develop young talent. Gus Logie was a game changer in the field, a player who could win matches without even picking up a bat or ball. His name deserved to be among the greatest West Indies fielders of all time. So now, before we move on to number 1, let's give you guys the answer to that quiz question we brought up earlier. Who has the best bowling average among West Indies fast bowlers, minimum 200 wicket. The answer for this is the great Malcolm Marshall, double M, with the average of 20.94. Also, before you move on to number 1, check out the reverse scoop shop and make sure to check out our membership section as well. All right. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. So for number 1, as always, we're going to play that guessing game with you guys as we do with all of our ranking videos. I'm going to give you the description of this player and drop the answer right at the end. So let us know what you guys think the answer is. This player's career spanned 1983 to 1993, played 25 test matches and took 25 catches, also played 105 ODI matches and took 45 catches. This player was a revolutionary fielder, often described as one of the best in the world during his playing days. In an era where fielding was not as prioritized as batting and bowling, this player stood out as a player who could change the course of the match with his athleticism, reflexes, and sharp throwing ability. At 6'4", this player defied the norms of agile fielding, proving that even a tall cricketer could be incredibly quick, agile, and acrobatic. His specialty was cover and point, where he had an unmatched ability to cut off boundaries, dive full stretch, and execute game-changing runouts. One of the most iconic moments came for this player in an ODI against India, where he ran out Kapil Dev with a stunning one-handed pickup and direct hit. The ability to anticipate the batsman's movement and react instantly made him one of the best fielders of his time. This player's impact went beyond his own performances. He helped redefine West Indies fielding standards, paving the way for future generations of athletic West Indies cricketers. Even after retirement, he continued to shape the game as coach, working to improve fielding skills in teams worldwide. He is Roger Harper. And if you haven't checked out our most underrated West Indies all-rounders of all time, you'll find it on the screen right here.